All right, y'all. We are live. Hey, y'all. This is the One Nation Podcast 864. Got my lovely co-host on tonight, Sade Rooker. And we have a special guest in the building, Miss Michelle Robinson. Y'all give her a round of applause. Please do. Michelle, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's my
Doing great.
Friday,
Doing
so
good. Okay. Now, this topic here is something I've been hearing for a long time. For a long time. And if y'all don't know, our topic is based on, should a relationship be 50-50, or should a man handle everything financially in a relationship? Now, um, I'm not gonna go first. I'm gonna say ladies first. So
now you strictly sticking to
I'm sticking to finance.
Just finance.
I'm sticking to finance.
Like we ain't talking about just finance.
We gonna talk about finance. If y'all want to go talk about around the house, I'm all for that. We can do that. But let's start off with finances. Can we start off with finance?
That's fine.
Okay. So which one of y'all ladies want to go first? Michelle, I want to hear you first, or Sade? Who want to go first? I'm gonna go last.
Let the guest go first, so I can piggyback.
Okay.
Hassan.
We lost you. Likewise. No.
What she do? Something up. Ask her.
No.
Yes.
okay. What about now?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So 50-50 financially. Or should the man handle everything? I think that if a man wants to handle everything, then he can do that. But I think that I don't think it should be an expectation. Just simply because there's a lot financially. I mean, we just bought a house, and just looking at everything it took to get in this house, the bills, everything that comes with the house and things like that, even outside stuff. I think that's a lot to put on one person.
Okay.
Now I do think that changes based on your rank and what you make, the income. Because I mean, you might be a millionaire and I might be, just bringing in regular salary. So
Right.
I think it changes based on that. But I think financially, I don't think it's always 50-50, but I think if you both are putting in the work, even if you say, well, I'll cover the mortgage, you cover the side bills, things like that. I think in some type of way you meet in the middle. If you handle big bills and I'm handling groceries and Wi-Fi and security, I think we're still meeting in the middle some type of way. If I'm handling the necessities, like I'm making sure we all got underwear, we all got socks, we got toothpaste, soap. I think in some type of way, I think a man should not have to handle everything on their own. Because men got to still live their life too, have fun.
Okay. Right. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping in too soon.
What, Sade? You gotta get into it.
Well, I feel the same way because mine, I feel like it depends on the relationship and stuff. And so I have heard and read with some relationships that they base it off what each person makes and everything, because one may have a higher income than the other and everything and whatnot. And then, of course, when someone may take care of the mortgage and the bigger bills, because there are the smaller bills that can tally up to the same thing. Because like you said, toothpaste for everybody and underwear for everybody and food and all the small little things tally up very quickly and everything. And so you could definitely end up with a mortgage payment kind of expenses when you're doing the small things. And so I guess it just really depends on the relationship and where they stand. Of course, there's something they should talk about before they even start splitting finances and stuff. But yeah, I really feel like it's based off that relationship, based off those two people or however many's in that relationship.
Okay. Got y'all opinion. My turn. Y'all know I'm goofy, so I'm sorry. But I like what I'm hearing from both of y'all. It does depend on the relationship, but I want to say something. First off, where did this start? Like, a while, I'm gonna say 10 plus years ago, you didn't hear as much as the women saying, not you guys, but some women saying, a man need to do this, he need to take care of this. And I understand that. But then when it comes to finances, they be like, oh, he need to pay everything in the house. Now, I grew up in a household where it was 50-50 with my mother and father. And I can also say that I watched my father make more money at times. I watched my mother make more money at times. But they always met in the middle. You know what I mean? They always met in the middle. They always make things happen. And to me, that's one of the best solutions if you can go 50-50, because you still got half of this money over here. You do what you do. You still got half for you do what you do. But at the same time, I can say this. I would like to be in the position one day where I can tell her, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I got it. You know what I mean? That's the type of time I'm on. And that's what I feel, because something you said, Michelle, and something you said, Shadi, it's like, if I'm the breadwinner, and when I say breadwinner, I don't mean just making a little bit extra more money. I'm talking about a lot more money. Then I feel like you shouldn't have to do nothing. That's just my opinion. I feel like I should be able to take care of everything in the household financially. If you need this, you need that. If you look at it that way, really, I guess it's when you get to that certain level, then you can say, okay, you can sit back and I got you. But with me and her, it's been 50-50 forever. But one time we both had our own business together. So, we was making a nice little chunk of change and it wasn't nothing. But I hear this today, and maybe y'all can help me out. Why a lot of women today saying that it needs to be one way with the man paying everything? Can y'all help me out on that?
So I don't know about that answer, but I mean, and I ain't gonna say time too long ago and everything, but It was a point in society to where it was a one income household, that it was the man that was going out and providing that income for the household and everything, and the woman was at home and everything. And so it's just that as years go on, inflation and everything, it became more difficult. And so then woman had to go out and get a job and to be able to sustain their household and stuff. And so I'm not sure as far as women now and everything, because I guess at one point I thought maybe, I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom and stuff. He's gonna get all the money and everything like that and stuff. But then it's like, I don't want you to be the only one earning money and stuff and breaking your back and everything for me and whatnot in our family and stuff. And then also, I would love to spoil you and stuff. Okay. And so, I guess it's like their mindset of it and everything. And I guess that's what I'm hoping that's what just they personally want out of their life, that they want someone who's going to take care of them and stuff. And then maybe it's the fact that, they've been busting their butt up to that point and stuff and want to just take a break and have somebody finally take care of them.
Okay. What you think about that, Michelle? Why you think it's like that
now? I'm with Sade. I think it started, my great grandmother, she didn't work. Never had. She got pregnant at 15. They got married at 15. And I'm talking about back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And she didn't work, but she stayed at home and she raised all the kids. 9 kids. Man. So I think is part of this generation trying to bring what was instilled in us. Because it was. Growing up, all I heard was a man is supposed to work.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to cook. You need to know how to take care of kids. And me and my sisters talk about this all the time. Like, growing up as girls and as women, when we were being raised, mama was like, you gotta know how to cook to get a man. You know, you gotta know how to nurture, take care of kids and things like that. Whereas a man was raised, you gotta go get the bread. You gotta bring it home. So I think I do too. I'm with Sade too. I always had the mindset like I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be at home. Me and my mom always say, who, what was these crazy women that voted for us to work? You know, who wanted it? Like, why would you do that? but I'm with her. I don't want to not make money. I like gifting my man. I like surprising him. I like doing the gifts and spoiling him because they need it too. They need it too. Yeah. So I think it's from back in the day, keeping that mindset of the man needs work. But when you look at it now, the times are totally different. Yeah. It is so hard to afford life right now. As a single person. So imagine a person with a whole family. So I think you got to adjust the mindset with the times.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this, like something both of y'all said is totally slipped my mind. Y'all are absolutely right. Back in the day, it was the man, you know, go out there and get the bread, bring it home. And maybe I just thought about this. Maybe it's the way that some women are saying it today. You know what I mean? Instead of them just, you know, going back to where it used to be, like, well, back in the day, it was supposed to be like this. The way y'all just explained it, instead of just coming out saying, oh, you got to take care of this, you doing this, you doing all that. Maybe if you just slow down a little bit, you know, and backtrack, then a lot of fellas may be more open to that. You know what I mean? Because what you throwing it on fellas like that, I hear it a lot, you know, and it scares the hell out of some of these cats today.
And then you also gotta make sure you throwing it on the right fella too.
The right one.
Because some of that mentality, and then I think a lot of them, if I'm doing this, you're gonna be doing all this, that, and the third and stuff. And
that's where you bump heads at.
And then you got chaps, that's a whole 15 jobs in itself.
Right.
And stuff.
Right.
And everything. And you have to find the right man or significant other who is open-minded to it and will support you being at home and stuff and not throwing in your face.
Right.
That's the big one. When you say that's, I think what he's talking about, I think is what they call the city girl mindset. It's that you're gonna pay my bills, you're gonna take care of me, instead of back then it was I'm taking care of home while you're out there getting the. And I think, like you said, the way they're verbalizing it now is the city girl mindset. And like you said, find the right man, because even you said that, yeah, we do 50-50 and things like that. But at some point, I wanted, and unfortunately, a lot of men don't think that way. They don't. But thankfully, there's some good men that do have that mindset and have that goal. Right now, this is what we're working towards. You know, one day you can go to have kicked up and relax because of the hard work you put in.
Right, because that's always been like, just with us owning our own business. One time, you know, we was doing pretty good, and she got pregnant. We got pregnant with our first son. And to be honest, after that, she was able to kick her feet up because she couldn't go to work. She couldn't do nothing. And I ain't gonna lie, man, it felt good, you know, bringing home, you know, doing this for her. She ain't gotta go to. Now, mind you,
it was kicking your butt.
It was kicking my butt. I was tired. But at the same time, you know, she took care of home. And that's something both of y'all said. Like, she cooked, she cleaned, but I never asked for none of that.
Sure.
Because the way I was brought up, I was taught that. You know what I'm saying? My mother instilled that in me. You know, that, one day, T, you may meet a young lady, and, you know, it's a lot of things that you can do, but you're gonna have to let her do and stop being so independent. You know what I mean? And me and her to this day still go back and forth. Who's the best cook on this, on the grill, or who can do this the best? You know, and I be telling people, I say, man, it's not like a rivalry thing to where we are in competition all the time. It's just how I treat her and how she treats me. And shouts out to you, Michelle. You said the same thing she said. y'all like to spoil us sometimes. And that's
and my baby does like to be spoiled.
Yeah, and we love that. We love it. We love the surprise. But let me go here since we talked about the finances. Now, let's go here. Should the man Sade take care of everything around the household? Meaning, am I the janitor? Am I the maintenance man? The lawn care service? Am I what am I? Should the man take care of all of that?
So if we were I was at a stay at home and you were out bringing in the income for our household and stuff, I would still expect you to come home and do certain things.
Okay,
and everything. I would definitely expect you to come home and completely be involved with the kids because again, the monsters half yours and stuff and everything. So you have to be completely involved with the kids. Ain't no half and half on that
right.
and stuff and everything. And for me, there's only so much I can do outside.
Yeah,
because one, I don't like ants, I don't like bugs, I don't like pollen, I don't like grass. Okay, I'm allergic to outside. I cannot go outside without being fully protected. Yeah, and so my requirement will be that you have to take care of outside and stuff. Now I'll try not to nag and nag about what's looking like what and stuff, and then I still expect you to help around the house or at least don't dirty up what I done cleaned up.
Okay. Michelle, what you think about that? What should the man do around the house or outside the house and everything?
I gotta put a little stick in that note because if I clean up now, just don't pretty it up. I'll be mad. I will clean it from top to bottom, but just don't go behind me messing up because then I'm not gonna want to clean. But I think what one person doesn't do, the other person should pick up the slack.
I got
you.
Willingly. Because it may not be. Mark doesn't like to wash dishes. Okay. He does not like to wash. He will volunteer to do everything but the dishes. So, okay, well, you doing laundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be each other halfway. But it's gonna be some days where I'm tired. I done came home. I done took care of the baby. We done went to the gym. And I don't feel like washing the dishes. So
I feel.
Where I'm falling short, I need you to pick it up. But even with yard work, like I like outside, so I like to get dirty and do stuff like that. So now I don't want it to be expected of me to do it, but I want to be able to will to do it when I feel like it. When I feel like it.
I got you.
But kids, 100%. We doing this thing. We tackling those things together because this one you're right. She's a handful.
I know she is. We've been there before 3 times.
So, but it feels good. It feels good to where I'm to come home every night, bathe the child, do dinner, stuff like that. It feels good when I come in the house and Gigi's already bathed and I got dinner, stuff like that. Like that makes me be like, oh my gosh, like that made my day. Like you can go take a shower and you can go turn on TV. Like it's not always 50-50. Sometimes we got into the routine of, okay, I bathed her tonight, you bathe her tomorrow, stuff like that. But I guess on days where he knew I had a rough day or I'm behind, we going to the gym, he's at home, he's gonna bathe her already. So that when I say pick up the slack or pick up where I might slack off or something like that, like that's a bonus. Like I think it should have that mindset. Like just pay attention because if say you got a chore roll, I do dishes, you do laundry, but I may have had an extremely busy week with my other investments or my other side hustles or things like that. You paying attention and saying, "Oh, she's got this to do. Let me help her out." Having that willing mindset to do it. I love that.
Right, and that's something I think the fellas, if y'all listening, that's something that y'all appreciate a lot more than anything. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's like for some reason, we always quick to run and buy this and buy this and buy that, But if you just come home and take the load off your lady, take the load off your woman, your queen, then you don't know she will appreciate that way more than anything else. Because like you said, you getting off and you thinking, and I know because I don't know women percent, but I know them pretty well because I was raised by women. I know when y'all getting off, you're already thinking what you got to do when you get home. You already thinking
Should
that.
we thinking that before we leave out the door?
You thinking that like, okay, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. And plus, you done had a long day. But when you get home, if it's done, oh man, y'all, it's the biggest help to you all. Puts a smile on your face, and it makes everything great. Like they say, happy wife, happy life. You know, so that's real talk. But I feel y'all. I mean, I feel like the man should take care of the stuff outside the house, cut the grass and stuff. You know, anything like that happens going on in the house. Now,
but again, it depends on that relationship.
Yeah, true.
Because there are some where it's flipped and stuff. Some guys I ain't going outside, but the wife loves mowing the lawn and stuff.
I got a friend of mine, his wife loves that. She loves going outside, getting on, you know, her lawnmower or tractor, whatever they have, and just getting to it. You know?
We have a neighbor a couple of doors down who the wife is outside cutting the grass and maintaining the lawn, and the husband, he just standing there looking like, do I need to bring you something?
Yeah.
Here you go and stuff. But that's what she likes doing. We'd be like, she outside again.
Yeah.
But you know what? People will probably ride by and be like, that man got her on that lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? That's the old.
I said it before.
He said when he first started seeing them and stuff. But I'm over here like, that's normal. She always outside. She always cutting her grass. She making sure her flowers right.
Hey, Michelle, I said the same thing. I pulled up one day, way back in the day, because we've been over here for a while. And she was outside cutting the grass, and he was standing up there. I told Shadi, I said, man, that's a damn shame. She told me what? I said, that man sitting on that porch, man, and that woman out there cutting it, he ought to be ashamed of damn self. She was like, no, that's what they do. I'm like, no. He's doing it on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Now you understand.
Yeah, now I understand. But let's talk about now 50-50, like you say, is not always gonna happen in relationships. Now, let me just ask y'all this. How do you think the independent woman feels when she has to do it on her own? Now, is it I got mixed feelings about this. I'm tell you why. Because I know independent women that just want to do it on their own, and I know independent women that won't let a man help them. You see what I'm saying? It's like they got a guard up, and they just I don't need a man for anything. Maybe that's a whole nother topic, but but I want to touch on it since we talk. I just want y'all's opinion.
Maybe that guarded one is the one who had men or man in her life that just fell completely short of what she needed. So then it's like, I just do this on my own. Yeah. I got this. You ain't got to worry about it. No, don't touch that. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. So, it may be something like that. Michelle, what you think about that? Because we can do a whole nother one day.
It depends on if you're talking about financial or in general. If I'm talking about in general, sometimes I do want you to help clean, but I clean better than you. You know, like it's gonna look totally different if I clean it and you clean it. But dang, I want you to clean sometimes.
Look, I just need you to come through and collect the trash when I'm done.
Yeah,
get the trash right there. That's all I need you to do.
But like she said, I'm gonna try not to nitpick on some of the things you do, but I want you to do it. But financially, I've seen some situations. I've heard some stories about, a woman allowing the man to have that role. And I'm going to give you my part. I'm going to let you go handle everything. You handle the finances, stuff like that. I'm going to give you what I got towards it. And she found out that he wasn't doing that. And months later, it was a whole big deal. Like bills weren't paid, way behind, things like that. So I can see where that would traumatize a woman to trust a man with her stability.
It's trust issues.
I think as an independent woman, because before we cohabitated and things like that, going from handling everything on your own to, like you said before, before we moved into this house a couple weeks ago, I too got the luxury of not having to worry about anything. You just made sure the house taken care of.
Right.
So, that was a little off for me at first because I was like, "Ooh,
Okay.
I don't know, like, can I you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, when you're not used to that. But you know, you get comfortable real quick. Like, oh, I can do this, you know. But I think with independent women, I think it can take some time, but I think it's also, like you said, like something you may have experienced that traumatized you before. Like, I don't know if I can trust someone with my stability. But I think it's always good to have a backup plan, just in case. You know, because you're handling everything, you know, I still need to be putting money up because you need to be able to lean on me if you fall short in any type of way. I shouldn't be like, oh dang, you don't feel short. Now what we gonna do? I should be able to hold you up when you fall or when you need me.
Right. We had a situation what you just talking about. Back in 2022, I got into a car accident right before our wedding anniversary, and man. Put me. I had to have surgery, and really ain't nothing, you know, coming in every week. And I can honestly say, Sade held it down. You know, that was my backbone. You know, I couldn't go out and do nothing because my leg was messed up, and you know, the little money I was getting, it wasn't that much. But I can definitely say, without this one right here, for them, well, period, I don't know where we would have been. We would have been so behind on this, behind on that. I can definitely say she held me down. So you're right. Not only do you need a plan B, but it's good to know you got somebody you can lean on when times like that happen. Same thing with her when she went on her job when she was pregnant. You know, she knew she had somebody that, you know, that can, you know, pick up the slack and everything. So you're right though. But both of y'all got great points, because especially what you said, Michelle, with the independent woman, she could be traumatized from, you know, some of the things that she went through in the past. You know what I mean? Especially like trust issues, and, you know, cause the situation like you said, that really would make you like, you know what? I'm gonna handle all this on my own. I ain't even worried about, you know, letting nobody else in doing what they got to do, because that's, to me, that's some trifling ish, if you know what I mean. If, you know, you giving them the money and they take it doing something else with it, that's just crazy. That's crazy. So trust issues is a big thing. But I can see, you know, y'all point. You know, now let me ask y'all this one more. Let me do this last thing. Independent men. I'm gonna speak for us. I'm gonna speak for the independent man. And dang, you know what? I don't know if I can really go there, because I've been with this thing right here for so long.
Years. 15 years.
So long.
We went from living at home with mama to moving in together.
Oh yeah.
But
so I don't know what it's like to be independent.
But we're gonna give you a shot at it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go when I was staying with my mom, being independent, because I was helping her do a lot of things too. I felt like, to be honest, I felt like a woman could add a lot of value to, you know, me and my surroundings, but not financially. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I handle, like you say with the woman, I handle everything on my own, right? And the only woman that I really tried to take care of was my mom. So I felt like mom, and I'm a mama's boy, I ain't gonna lie. I felt like mom was the one to get everything. Even though she didn't ask, I still did. So when me and Sade got together, and going back to something y'all said about the spoiling thing, I didn't know what that was like. I didn't know what it was like for a woman to spoil me. Because, like, we going to keep this thing a buck. She know, when I was running the streets with women, ain't no woman spoil me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no woman that spoil me. But this one just go overboard. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like
Valentine's Day.
It was kind of like me. I had my guard up, you know, and then when it happened, it kind of shook me. I was like, yo, ain't nobody ever Didn't know shit like this.
Right.
Like, what is this? So, speaking for the independent man a little bit, you know, I didn't want a woman to bring too much to me because I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to take it. And once it happened, I started slowly letting my guard down. And hey, look, we're here now. So we're here now. We are definitely here now. But let me ask you this then. How is that the first time, let's see if you can remember this, the first time you surprised Mark with something, how did he react?
I'm trying to remember. I think, and he done shared this before. When I first met Mark, he was guarded, like you said. And so the things that I was doing, I think he had to definitely get used to it. Because like he mentioned before, like he never had anyone to push him to do the things that I was doing. And, you know, so I can see how now, because before I was like, women do this. This is normal, you know, like, but I had to realize, like, it's women out here who, like you said, when you was out there in the streets, women weren't doing that.
No. Show what?
Yeah, so I think he was more of like, oh, thank you, you know, type. But I think his mindset, and he didn't say this, but I think his mindset might have been like, well, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more of like, well, if you're doing this, what do you want? What do you want in return? And my love language, I love gifting. So I don't care if it's creative, like me making something or buying something that you mentioned, or just simply doing something that you said was a part of your vision, like implementing something of your vision. And I think he's definitely used to it now because he loves it. But I think before, the mindset might have been, and he'll have to tell you one day if that was his mindset, but I can see where he was definitely a little guarded, like, well, she's gonna want something now. And it wasn't that. It was definitely like, this is my love language, this is what I do.
I got you. I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy that you said, what you just said. This ain't been it might have been yesterday. So she already know what I'm talking about. And look, Sade tell me different things, but Sade called me yesterday out the blue. It just don't happen like this. So when I see her call me and I'm at work and she at work, I think something wrong automatically. So I picked up the phone. Sade said, hey. I said, yeah. She said, I just want to say I love you and I'm proud of you. Immediately in my head, I say, girl, what you want?
What you about to go buy?
Right. It's
what you need to spend.
What you need to get out this account. What do you want? She was like, no, I just want you to know that I care about you and I love you. So it's one of them things, I know it came from a great place, but still, you know, our minds can go back so quick. I'm like, okay, you know, this settled. What does she really want? But in reality, she really didn't want nothing. She just wanted me to tell you that. And I just want to say, man, shouts out to you, Michelle, you know, because, you know, I've had Mark on here twice, and he always referenced something about his lady. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I can definitely say, you know, I'm glad I got to meet you on here tonight. Sade got to meet you too, because I don't care what we say, Mark gonna throw something about his lady in there. I done noticed that, and I said, you know what, bro? And the last one we did, I had to talk to him. I was like, bro, I understand where you coming from, because I was the same way. Yeah. I was the same way. But hey, look, man, I've enjoyed this tonight. We see you got that little one right there, and let me ask you something. Does she be up all night?
She does.
Oh.
Ooh, don't miss that. Don't miss that.
She does. Well, and it's only because we're night people. We be up late.
Oh, okay. I got
it. She don't have a bedtime. She used to stay till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's because that's what time we was up. But now you see how she get in my arm and she'll lay down.
Yeah. Okay, I see her.
I'm ready to go. But
I got you.
you'll go in that room and she'll get in that rocking chair and rock us.
Well, ladies, I can honestly say this has been built. Michelle, look, I'm gonna let you know. Like I told Mark, y'all are welcome back on here at any time or whenever I throw a topic. If y'all want to jump on, just shoot it to me. Let me know. And like I tell everybody before they leave, I'm trying to fill up the panel. So if you know anybody that want to come on and talk, hey, just let them know and we can go from there if that's cool with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was good. Well, it was nice meeting you. And I see the little one. Hey, little one. Hey.
Somebody else, baby, that we can see but give back.
Yeah, we give back, baby. Now we got to do it our own. We taking them right back.
You're so cute. You're so cute.
Like me. She looked like her daddy.
I feel you. Well, Michelle, it's been fun. And, this has been the One Nation Podcast 864. And we're signing off. Peace. Night, y'all. Bye. Hit the end.